Chocolo here for another video review, this time with the Cadbury's Creme Egg Cakes. Yeah, so these are new ones, weren't available last year, so yeah, basically, well, long story short is I reviewed these last year, these cream egg choc cakes, and they're absolutely terrible. The perfect Easter treat, they're absolutely terrible. So go watch my review of that, I'll probably put a link to it in one of the corners. I think it's this one, I think. Yeah, just absolutely awful. I remember I think in one of my live chats, Andrew Winton mentioned it to me the other week about it. And to be honest with you, I couldn't quite remember them. I think I blanked them from my mind, and I think he was being sarcastic, saying they were, you know, I gave him such a glowing review or whatever. So apologies for Andrew watching this, and I might have kind of, I think I wasn't sure, and I kind of was a bit confused, but you know, which is easily done. But it just is, yeah. I was thinking, surely I couldn't have given something like this such a good positive review, because they're usually almost always terrible. This kind of cake. If you see a cake bar that looks like that, whether it's Cadbury's or anything else, where they've basically got this dome and some sponge underneath, they're almost always terrible. And usually Cadbury ones, they're just terrible because the sponge is the same every time, and basically the topping, the filling at the top is different every time, and it's only a small filling. You hardly get any of it. It's usually terrible. So anyways, enough about that. You get the gist of it. So this is based on rocky foundations, is the gist of it. I've reviewed a few of these in the past. Every Cadbury sort of keep re-theming this cake. You did get one last year. I think it was a mini egg one. It had like a mini egg on top. I think I reviewed that one actually. Halloween, you had a pumpkin there. I think at Christmas, I think they had a Rudolph there or something like that, I think. So they keep doing these ones, and this time, interestingly, they've actually changed the cream quite distinctively to have sort of cream in the middle. So that's what drew me to these ones. I'm expecting not much, but they look a bit distinct, so, you know, fingers crossed, you never know. It says yeah, so I would definitely avoid these ones, but obviously check out my review if you're not sure. But there we go, so 4 cream egg cakes. So it's got per cake 37 grams, 165 calories, 6.4 grams of fat, 3.1 of which are saturates. Per 100 grams, 445 calories, 17.2 grams of fat, 8.4 of which are saturates. So it's in the middle of between the 4 and 5. Well, it's actually not bad per 100 grams, is it actually? I think I was saying usually something between 5 and 600 is typical in the chocolate bar generally, but anything below that's pretty good. So this one, calorie-wise, as a treat, is not too bad per 100 grams. So there we go. Obviously still calorific and things for what it is. And we've got the description here. Chocolate flavoured sponge laid cake. Well, chocolate laid sponge laid with white and yellow fondants covered in milk chocolate. Yes, there we are. Does it have palm oil in it? It does. Let's see if I can find it with my finger. Where's my finger going? There it is. Palm. There you go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Super vegetarians, you can recycle it. It's got a QR code. Feel free to get it through. Scan that. No barcode. Scan the barcode as well if you fancy. Okay, so it's a typical affair, really. Yeah, typical affair, but there we go. Obviously some sell-by there as well. 23rd Feb 2021, so that's before Easter as well, which is a bit rubbish as well, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's an Easter product, and the sell-by date is well before Easter. I'm not sure when Easter is, but it's not in February, I'm pretty sure of that. Yes, there we go. Okay, well, I think we should get into these. Let's give them an open. Let's do it. See if they do stand up to anything, any difference. Well, find out in the tasting as well, I guess. But let's give them an open for now. Let's do it. Let's give them an open. Okay, once again, these Cadbury's Creme Egg Cakes open. So you can see you get 4 of them in each pack. So you can see it's a bit saturated in the light there. You can see it's a bit redder. Hold it at that angle. And that one looks a bit orange. I guess more of an accurate look of it. So you get 4 in the pack, as I say. So these are ones that keep being themed. So I think I've reviewed others in the past. So yeah, I did about 770 reviews, but 770. I've done about 730 reviews, I think. So the top corner there'll be a link to place all the reviews. So after you watch this video, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Go check those out. Yeah, I'll probably do an Easter playlist link as well. So yeah, there we go. So they look very ammonite-y, don't they? If you know what those are, those Nautilus looking sort of ancestors that used to get in various oceans and things. I guess they do slightly look like that on the front, but only hint at it there, that one at the back. A lot smaller though than the actual box, for sure. Okay, let's give them a full open. Okay, there we go. Put them on one side. So there we are. So yeah, very distinct shape. They smell quite nice though. That sort of spongy, mini rolly smell. There we go. Not quite clean. Give them a rough measure. So got my order calipers here. Let's see. So measure it from there to there like that. So. Okay. Yes, it's roughly about 5.4 centimeters. There we go. Yeah, so there we are. So that's yeah, as I say, it is a bit, that's I've just measured it from there to there really. So not counted the big. There you go. Yeah. So there you go. So where the roll is there. Don't want it to fall off the calipers, but you can see that's where I've measured it. So that's fair enough. Okay. Okay. Let's measure the height. Let's see. Not quite flat at the top. See there, about 2 centimeters, 2.1 centimeters. There you go. So it's not scrunched flat at the top there. You can see because obviously there's a bit of a bulge there. So if we do, it's gone to about 1.9 centimeters there. It's probably more accurate. It's still about 2 centimeters. There we go. Right, let's give it a cut then. So let's see what the actual inside looks like. Okay, yeah. So there's definitely some. I think that's not bad actually. Obviously the knife coming down as it's sort of separated a bit unevenly, but I think that looks. You can clearly see they've got 2 layers on each bit. So it's been rolled. It's basically like a Swiss roll, isn't it? They've rolled it up. You can see where. This bit here is where it finishes, where they've rolled it. So they've been able to get double layers in. There's one thick layer in the middle. I think that's not too bad. On this side, just all white, of course, but this side here, you can see. Yeah, I think that doesn't look too bad. And actually, probably possibly a bit too even, maybe you'd say, but it definitely doesn't look too far. So can we show this one? I think that's acceptable. It looks pretty much like it does on the front. Obviously, this cave in here is caused by my knife. Wouldn't normally be there. I think that looks pretty acceptable. That, yeah. All right. Well, let's see what it tastes like. I think let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Okay, let's give these Cadbury's cream egg cakes a taste. So I had one I've chopped up earlier. Here we go. So yeah, so they look pretty good. Look pretty much like they do on the box. I think that's acceptable for sure. But they taste nice. So let's give it a go. Let's do it. Let's give them a taste. Not bad, not bad. I think they look. I don't think they quite taste as good as they look. Really, I think you'd expect these to taste very cream eggy, and they don't. I think the cake isn't great. It just has a bit of a. I don't know, a nothing taste. Well, I don't really know. It doesn't taste. It has a bit of a nothing taste to the cake, really. I mean, it's all solid, it's all sort of put together by solid layers of these sort of like cream egg fondant, but I don't know if that tastes of anything either. I don't know. It doesn't seem to taste of particularly anything really, even though there's quite a lot of fondant and sponge. Can't taste the chocolate either. It just seems to taste like a sweet taste, but there's no real chocolatey taste to any of this, and there's no real cream egg taste. You'd possibly argue cream egg doesn't taste of anything, but it kind of has a sort of thickness, syrupiness, a sort of sugary taste to it, whereas this doesn't really have any of that. I don't know. It's as if it's just coloured layers in the middle. It doesn't taste of anything. Maybe a cream egg only works because it's a big gloop in the middle of a sort of a chocolate shell, but the chocolate in this doesn't taste of anything either. I must say I'm not too surprised. I mean, they're usually not like great, these cakes anyway. I think it's just for the same reasons. The sponge doesn't taste of anything. The chocolate outside doesn't taste of particularly anything. And the cream usually is a bit disappointing as well. Sometimes they have a little sort of decoration on top, as I've mentioned before. like a, you know, the Easter ones normally they have like a mini egg on top of it. It's called a mini egg cake or something. But they have like a pumpkin on top for the Halloween one or whatever. And that usually gives it a bit of an extra taste, and it's the one bit that actually does have a bit of a taste. The rest of it's pretty bad, and this it is pretty bad still. It's, you know, even with the cream egg fondants, you just don't taste of anything. And I feel like, you know, I guess cream egg, the sort of sense of those doesn't really taste of anything generally, but there's something about it. I think it's the thickness, the sweetness, stickiness of it, but it doesn't have any of that in here. It's not the same kind of thing. It's just coloured, as I say, sort of thin fondants. I don't know, they don't really taste of anything, and I don't know, it just, for some reason that works in the cream egg where you've just got the loads of it and it just has it's a very sugary taste. These ones don't taste sugary. Yeah, it's as if, yeah, you know, they've just not got that thick, gloopy, sugary taste. It's just thin layers of nothing. And as I say, when the cake doesn't taste of anything, the chocolate doesn't taste of anything, you're left with something that just really doesn't taste anywhere near anything that, like it looks, which it looks really nice. You think that would look and taste, well, it tastes as good as it looks. And it just doesn't taste very great, you know, it's just very disappointing. Yeah, very just disappointing, you know, it just doesn't taste great. It's not awful, but it's not far off it really. There's just no taste to it, you know, there's just no real taste. You know, considering what you're getting there, you'd think that would taste at least chocolatey, if nothing else, and it doesn't. Yeah, I think I have to give it a 2 out of 5. It's just very disappointing. Nowhere near as good as it looks. It looks pretty good. It's probably the only thing going for it is how good it looked and how even the distribution of the sort of fondant layers in the middle, or whatever it is, fondant, yeah, white and yellow fondants, you know, they were distributed pretty well. That's pretty easy to do when it's just rolled up though, so more like they couldn't get it wrong, I don't think. It's very disappointing. Yeah, just no taste, very bland, boring, no taste to it, no taste. So 2 out of 5. Real shame that. Thought it might actually be one that tasted all right. Well, I didn't think it would really, just from past experience. But looking at it, I had hopes that it was better than my past experience of both the sort of those cream egg cakes, or whatever they're called. These were cream egg choc cakes. These are cream egg cakes. Those are cream egg choc cakes. I don't know what they're really stupid. I would avoid those at all cost. They're even worse. You know, they just don't work on any level. Well, I mean, these barely do, but you know what I mean. Just avoid both of them. Yeah, disappointing. It's a real shame. They look great. I just can't get over it how good they look, these ones, and they just, yeah. I mean, look at it. It looks nice, and it looks like that as well. The actual product looks like that. Disappointing. Never mind. 2 out of 5. Okay, so if you enjoyed that review, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out the member program if you haven't already. It's a great way to support the channel. It's really easy. You get exclusive content, things like this, and you can help input the channel. Got a Discord channel going on as well, Discord server, so check that out. Links are in the description in the corners, or both, one or the other, or both. Leave a comment for you. Always great to hear from you. Truly is. I always reply, and I'll see you next review. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.